Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick overview of an app. The name of that app is Pack Your Bag. This app is available in the Play Store and the link for that app is in the description. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick overview of that app, how the functionality it contains, and after that I'm going to show you how to develop this step by step. And we have used a local database into this one. So let's start with that. So first thing, I'm going to launch the application. So here we have this Pack Your Bag. So if I click on this, it will open with a splash screen. So for the splash screen, I have given the timer for 1.5 seconds. So you can change it. I will tell you how to design that splash screen also. So let me just close this and open this once again. And this is the splash screen. And once you can also observe that when I click on back, it asks for tap back button in order to exit. So if I click on single and quickly click on the double back, then it will exit my application. Okay, so first thing what we found when we log in is different categories available over here. So these are the basic needs: clothing and personal care and baby need. You must be worried that what this Pack Your Bag is. Pack Your Bag basically means whenever you are going to travel somewhere out to the other cities or somewhere to your work location or something like that, then you must have observed that sometime you left something behind, like sometime you missed your toothbrush or sometime you missed your shorts or something like that. So this app will basically help you organize and just pack everything which are essential and which are required in your journey or at your destination. So we have designed these categories, different categories, that is basic needs, clothing and personal care, baby needs, health, technology, food and beach supplies, car supplies, needs, and this is a my list and the my selections. So I will explain these my list and my selection later. So let's start with this first one, that is the basic need. So I'm going to also design these all stuff and I'm going to provide you all the images and the resources which I'm using. So let me just click on this one first, and here you can see this first time this passport is selected. I have just selected this one when I used this app previously. So we have the option to select, and whenever I uncheck it, here you can see this. If I click on this visa, it shows visa packed. If I again click on this visa unpacked. Here we have the variety of items into this one. We have house keys, we can select the driving license, we can select the tickets, we can select the wallets, like this. Even we have one option to delete it as well, and we have an option to add new item. So if I click on this, I'm going to add one item in the basic need. It may be a backpack, mini pack, something like this, mini pack. And if I click on this one, and here you can see this item added. And you must have observed that whenever I add an item, this recycler view will scroll to the bottom and the last item which you have added will be visible over here. So if I click on back, and let me just minimize it, let me just scroll to the up, and I'm going to randomly add ABC. And if I click on this, and here you can see this, now ABC is visible, it's all the way scrolled down. Next thing what we have is we have one option to delete it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this ABC, and it will show a pop-up like this: delete ABC, and are you sure? If I cancel, nothing will happen. If I delete this, yeah, that one is deleted. Let me just select multiple items from different categories. Like I'm going to do the clothing, stockings, pajamas, t-shirts and casual dress I have selected, right? If I go back to this one, this is a personal care, and in this one we have different stuff like toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, mouthwash, shaving creams. I have selected these stuff, and suppose I have selected multiple items from different stuffs, like I've selected the baby pajamas, baby hat, like this. Technologies, in technology we have camera charger, and many more, right? So if I want to final check that what items I have selected, so just click on this and click on this one, and here we have the multiple menus, right? So this is my selection. So if I click on this one, you will find that from all the different categories, whatever you have selected, it will be visible over here. But here we don't have the option to delete, and here we don't have option to actually add new items into this one. If you want to remove or uncheck any item, so simply you can do like this, just click on that and that item will be removed. If I click again on this, that item is removed. Okay, so if I move back, and here we can see now the tickets is removed over here. So if I select this once again, and if I go into this my section, here you can see this, we have selected a lot of items, right? So if I click on this, now tickets is invisible or removed from the selected stuff, right? So next thing what we have, there are multiple options to this one. So create custom list. So suppose if you don't want to select items from these stuff, you have your own list which you want to make. So what you have to do is just go over here into my list, and here the list is completely empty. If you want to add your own custom item, so I'm going to add ABC and click on this one, PCD, like this one. I can add XYZ, anything I can add into this one. If when I select this and this, then again this will also be visible in my list, right? So if I go into this my list, and if I go to the my selections, so you must observe that BCD and XYZ is also visible over here. Next thing what we have is, if I move back to the top, and you must observe that we have the another options like here, this one is a create custom list, we have already seen. We have another option to reset to default. So if I click on this, it will show a pop-up like this, are you sure? As this will load the default data provided by Pack Your Bag. It means that the default data initially when you install this app, all your custom data which you have added will be deleted. Delete the custom data you have added in clothing. So if I'm going to cancel, nothing will delete. Here you can see this. If I go back over here to the basic needs, you must observe that you have added this mini pack, right? So if I click on this, and if I click on reset to default, then all the items which you have checked will be marked as unchecked, and all the items which you have added will be deleted. So if I click on this, reset to default, and if I confirm, and here you can see this basic need reset successful. And here you can see this, that mini pack has been removed. So it will not reset another categories. It will only reset this basic need. If I go into this one, here you can see this, now this one is checked, right? Another option is, if I can see, this is delete default data. So what it will do is, suppose in the basic need, we have these default data, right? So I'm going to add one data that is not default, and click on this one, and here this one is added, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just click on this one, that is delete default data. So except this not a default, every data which is defaultly provided by app will be deleted. So if I click on this one, and if I click confirm, so here you can see this, every data is deleted but not the data which I have added, right? If I click on this one, not default is packed. So if I go to this my selections, here you can observe that not default is here, but another stuff like tickets and everything has been removed, right? So if you delete it, not default, then this one is totally empty. And if I go to the my selections, here you can see this not default is also removed from here. So next thing, if you want the data default data to be get back, so you can again click on this reset to default and click on OK, and here we have this default data, that is notebook and other stuff, right? Next thing which we have is, that is about us. If I click on this one, so we have this multiple options, like if you this is about us, this is a custom for everyone. So I have actually set this stuff, whenever I click on this YouTube, it will open my YouTube page. Whenever I click on Instagram, it will open my Instagram page. Whenever I click on Twitter, it will open a Twitter account. And we have the email ID. If you want to purchase this software or any other application as per your requirement, you can contact me over here, or you can directly contact me on Instagram. The link is already in the description. So, and here we have done some branding. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And again, we have this back button over here. Okay, so another more stuff is, I'm going to explain all of these stuff, and also I'm going to add icons into this one so that these look pretty. And here we have one more button, that is exit. So we have multiple options to exit. One way is if I double click on this will exit, and another way is if I click on this and simply click on exit, this will exit my application. Okay, so if I click on this and start once again, and here we have this my list in which I have added the random data, and in this my selections we have this. From the my selection, you must observe that another buttons are hidden. Reset to default and other stuff is hidden from here, right? Here we have only 3 options, that is create custom list, about us, and exit. But if I move back into this one, that is my custom, here we have option reset to delete, delete default data, and about us. So if I click on this reset to default, it means that by default no data is available over here, right? So if I click on this, all the data will be gone. And here you can see this, my list reset successful. So all of these stuff we have designed. So from the next video onwards, I'm going to show you how to design this complete stuff, and how this regular view works, and how I have set this grid view with images, and how when I click on this and these are visible, and how whenever I click on this the color is changing and everything, the pop-up messages and everything end to end. So just stay tuned, subscribe and share with your friends, and thanks for watching.